Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a second, it's been like 10 days, and I know I was trying to be like consistent, but I did start a new job like not last Monday, no, I think last Wednesday I started my new job. So I've been training from like 2 p.m. to around 9 or 10 p.m. so I really didn't have time to like film video because it was a really extensive training. Like a bitch is tired. Like today I literally slept all day because I was like, whew, I needed a great big nap. But today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I almost got expelled in my first 2 weeks of university. So this one's a doozy. It's a doozy. So, you know, sit down, relax, grab some wine, grab a beer, grab a blunt, whatever you need to get through this story, because it's a long one. It's a long one. So yeah, I went to school overseas. I went there to study international business. I got a scholarship and everything, and I was like shocked that I got a scholarship because I'm stupid. So, you know, that should have been my first red flag about the school, that they're just giving a scholarship to freaking anybody, because like I did not have the best grades, so I didn't understand why they were giving me a scholarship. But I took that shit and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? So the very first week of school in England, like in university in England, they have this thing called like Freshers Week, and so it's basically just a like, you know, you go into school, you sign up for your classes, like you register and everything, and then like after you're done with all that, more towards the nighttime, they have like little events for all the students so they can get to know each other and stuff like that. So my very first time going to school was like September 3rd of 2018, and so I went to school just to register. And right after registration, not right after, but that night, they were having this little ice cream social and like pub crawl type of thing, and I wasn't really thinking about going because I was like, ice cream social, that's not me. First of all, I only like vanilla ice cream, you know, I'm not really like over here adventurous trying to have different flavors or anything, so I was really hesitant to go. And also I'm like really shy. Like I'm not shy, but I am shy. Like I'm an outgoing person, but you have to come up and talk to me first. Like I wouldn't come up to anybody and talk to them first, but if you come up and talk to me first, you know, I won't stop talking. So I'm kind of like that. So I was really nervous to like go there by myself and like try to make friends, because honestly I don't mind not having any friends. So it's like, we'll see. New school, new place, I didn't know what to do. So I ended up going to this ice cream social. I arrived at school, the ice cream social was happening in the cafeteria. So I just like make my way there. I see this long line, and so I just get in line by myself, and I see some girls, and you know, I initiate conversation. I was pretty proud of myself. I was like, what's up, how y'all doing, where y'all from? And there were actually just some American girls, which was really cool. Like the university I went to had like this program for like USC and another American school. If you got waitlisted, you could go to the school in London for about a semester, and then for spring semester you get automatic admissions into the American school, like at USC or whatever other school they had connections with. I don't know what the other school is, but that was cool because I could apply to USC, got waitlisted, and just did all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Because USC is a like pretty good school. So I met these girls, we started talking a little bit, we got our ice cream. I didn't get no ice cream, so I just sat down, you know, got to know them a little bit, and then we all started seeing everyone get up and go, like leave. So we're like, okay, let's just follow them, like I guess we're gonna go to the pub now. So it was like a big group of us walking to the pub, you know, we're all just kind of talking, getting to know each other. And we get to the pub, and there was literally such a long line. Like we passed 3 pubs on the way walking up there, and we went to this like somebody, there was a leader obviously leading this event, so we were all following them. And so we literally passed 3 pubs, and we're like, where are we going? And we go to this other pub. It was like nice, but the line was too long, so I was like, and this one girl, she was like, hey guys, like why don't we just go into town and see what's happening there? Like we can go get lit down like in town. I was like, Beck. So me, this girl named Janae, Phyllis, and we're gonna change the last girl's name to Stacy. 4 girls. We were all mixed girls, except Phyllis. I think she wasn't mixed. I think she was like straight African or something. Like she was Italian, but she's African. You know what I'm saying? So basically just like 4 black girls. Like I thought it was really cool. We all automatically clicked all together, and that was really cool because my school did have like diversity, but it was more diverse as in like, oh my kitty. This is my cat. Her name is Ryan. She doesn't ever want to come down. So it was cool. We automatically clicked. We like, you know, we start walking down to town, and you know, I literally just met these girls 10 minutes ago. So you know, you never know what to expect, but you know, I'm automatically being nice because they haven't done nothing to me. I'm automatically being nice. So Stacy, you know, as we're walking down, she's like literally like scared out of her mind. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna get taken. What if I get kidnapped? Like, this isn't safe, this isn't safe. Are you sure we shouldn't Uber? Okay, girl. So literally we were like a 10-minute, 15-minute walk from town. So if you don't know, in like Europe, everyone walks everywhere. Like the streets are really small, you know, distance isn't really a thing. You know, if you gotta walk somewhere, you're gonna walk it. Like, you don't got a car. There's no buses at this time. So, well, maybe there was, but we were broke, so I don't know. We just didn't take the bus. But she was like, oh my god, like she was so scared she was gonna get taken by someone on a motorbike. And it's like every time a car or a motorbike passed by, she would like jump and make and she was like, girl, you're safe. Like, this is a really safe part of London. Like, we went to school in Richmond, so if you know London at all, I feel like no one watches this, so they're not gonna know. But basically, if you're from Houston, it's like living in Houston and going to school in Katy. So, you know, like Katy is kind of safe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the suburbs, nothing's really going on there. So it was like that, you know. Richmond is like just old white people or old families, you know, just trying to live out their lives. It's not like central London where there's chaos going on, there's so many different people. Like, it's not like that. It wasn't chaotic. It was a couple cars on the street and that's it. So, you know, I didn't think anything of it when she was saying all that stuff. I was like, oh, okay, like I guess she hasn't really like been out. Like, she's from America, she's from Hawaii. So I was like, maybe like where she's from, Hawaii is a really small town and she's not used to all this. Like, not here to judge, you know what I'm saying? I just met the girl. So, you know, we get to town, we get into this like little bar club area. Like, it wasn't a pub, it was like a club bar scene. You know, we get a couple drinks, you know, we get a couple drinks, we start dancing, whatever, and we see some people from school, like they go down into the basement area and we just follow them. You know, we're just having a good time. And after a while, the basement started smelling like ass. Like, I guess it had no ventilation or something because it smelled awful. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. So Janae invited us over to her house to smoke, and I was like, bet, say no more, I'm going, because I didn't even live in Richmond. So I was like, cool, I can go anywhere. Like, I'm not bound to one place. So Phyllis ended up going back to the dorms to get her stuff because she also didn't live on campus, so she just wanted to go home because it was late already. You know, no worries, girl, go home. And then Stacey's like, oh my god, of course I'll come. And we're just like, cool. Still no judgment yet because we still don't know her. And we're like, okay, cool. Like, at first Stacey seemed like a cool girl. Like, you know, she was a little like an airhead, but that's okay. Like, that's fine. There's nothing against you. Like, some people just don't know a lot, and that's all right. So it was me, Stacy, and Janae. You know, we're making our way to the train, we're having a good time, and then we finally get to her house. And so what was really weird is that Stacy doesn't smoke. She said she had never smoked in her life. So we're just like, maybe you shouldn't. Like, we don't want to pressure you. Like, you don't have to. Like, do what you want to do, but don't put us in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to smoke, that's on you. We're not telling you to smoke, but we're gonna smoke type shit. Like, you already know what we came to the house to do. If you don't want to do it, you can definitely go home, you can definitely stay, whatever you want to do, girl. So, you know, we're just smoking, talking some more, you know, laughing. And then Janae was like, oh, two of my guy friends are gonna come over. We're like, cool, we're gonna meet some more people. And I shit you not. Okay, so the guys knock on the door and Janae like gets up to answer it. And I don't know why in the world, but Stacy starts taking off her shirt. Like, she literally starts taking off her shirt. It's not like she had another shirt with her. She just starts taking it off, like dead ass, like her tits were out, like in her bra. And like, she was high, but I mean, I personally smoke. I've known people who smoked for the first time. I've never seen anything like that where they're literally like, oh, let me take off my clothes. Like, what? And so as they're walking in, she's like, oh my god, don't come in, I'm naked. And we're just like, what? And I remember Janae was like, Amber, help her put her shirt on. I'm like, what do you mean help her put her shirt on? She took it off herself. I didn't help her take it off. If she can take it off herself, she can definitely put it on herself, you know what I'm saying? And so like, there I was just like, okay, this girl's definitely a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, why would you start taking off your shirts when guys are coming over? Like, you heard them knock on the door, you saw Janae get up to answer the door, and out of nowhere you start taking off your shirt. I don't know. So in my head I was just like, maybe she's just really high. But the weed in London isn't no gas, isn't no dank. Like, what I'm saying is it's not the best, okay? So I was like, it doesn't make sense of how she could be so high, even if it was her first time smoking, because I've seen people smoke for the first time and they didn't act like that. You know, usually they're just like laughing really hard, or you know, they're like dead, you know? Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, so like the guys are talking, they're British, obviously. She was literally imitating their British accent, and she wasn't just doing it for like a second. She did it for like a good straight 10 minutes. Like, it was funny at first because I was like, oh my god, she's trying to act like sound like them, but she kept doing it. Like, it wasn't like a joke no more. Like, she was literally like trying to do it, and we're all just like looking at her crazy, like, okay, this feels kind of off, kind of different, but that's okay. And so I ended up leaving because I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, okay, you know, it's been a good night, it's been a long night, let me go home and refresh myself, replenish myself, because the next day I did have to go back to school for more of like the orientation bullshit that you have to do when you go to school. So I was like, okay, peace out, thanks Janae for having me over, it was a good time. Stacy, you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, okay? But I didn't say that. I was like, bye guys, peace out. And so that whole week, you know, each day we had something to do, like at nighttime. I don't think I did anything on Tuesday. I think I went to school, and then the next day I went back to school to sign up for classes. And so me and Janae were in the same major. She was also studying international business as well, so we planned to have our schedules together because me and her really clicked. So I was like, boom, girl, let's have all the same classes. We both live off the campus, we can just meet up, take the train together or whatever, whatnot. So I didn't really understand, like at the time I was living in Chelsea with my brother, and she lived in Chelsea / Imperial Wharf, so it was kind of the same area. So like we could maybe meet up and take the train together, or maybe like just meet and like once we got into town in Richmond and then take the bus together. So like we were planning just to like link up 24/7. So we literally took like 3 hours to plan our class schedule because we did not want to be at the university when we didn't have to. So we walk out of the university, and as soon as we step out, we see people like in ties serving out wine, food and everything. We're like, oh, is this for us? Like, what's going on? So, you know, we're just like, we're getting pampered today, all excited, we're about to get lit as fuck at school. And so we kind of like mingled with more students at that time. Like I didn't really know anyone until that day basically, because we started actually like talking to different people and stuff like that. And so that day I do remember we were still talking to Stacy at the time. So Stacy and Janae wanted to change, and I was like, girl, I'm not changing. Like, first of all, Stacy, I can't fit into your clothes, so like I can't, you know, whatever. So me, Stacy, and Janae go up to Stacy's room, you know, Janae borrows some of Stacy's clothes, you know, fix her hair and whatnot. That's important in the story. That we all went upstairs. Janae used her clothes and hair products and bullshit, and then we went back down. You know, we went back down. If I can, and I'm good at editing, I'll like put in some photos of like what I'm talking about so it makes sense. But if not, like just use your imagination. Say cheese. Went back down, talked to more people, and then after all the wine was gone, we dipped because, you know, there's no more alcohol. Why do we need to stay? So we went to the pub across the street, you know, started talking to more people. After that, we all planned to go to the boat party the next day. So like one of the last things that the school puts on is like a boat party, and so you're on the, what is it called, Rimmer Thomas? Oh, Thames, there we go. Okay, so I think it's called the Rimmer Thomas because it's spelled T-H-A-M-E-S, but it's Thames. I think that's weird. So it's basically a boat on the Thames. You know, it takes you around London on a boat. You know, you get alcohol. Well, you have to pay for the alcohol, but you know, you just get lit on a boat with a bunch of students. So I really didn't want to go. It's hot. You know, it was a really hot summer that year. So I was like, you know what? And the tickets were also sold out. So, you know, I kind of didn't have a choice of going. So, but we all planned to go to the boat party, and then afterwards we planned to, like, you know, all go out together because we thought we found like a good group that we could all click with. And so we're like, okay, cool, after the boat party, you know, we'll go home, get ready, and then we'll meet at Janae's house for Prees, and then we'll go out. And so we were like, bet. Me and Janae didn't go to the boat party because it was sold out. It was also 10 pounds, and I was like, you're probably gonna have to buy alcohol on the boat as well. I'm broke, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just gonna save money to go out that night. So that night, you know, me being me, I arrived fashionably late. Like, I did not show up until like an hour after everyone got there. So when I got to Janae's house for Prees, everyone was already kind of lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, Stacy was over here twerking in people's faces, Phyllis was over here like literally just like fucking drunk, like just falling everywhere. I love Phyllis, okay, if she's watching this, or if you're watching this, girl, still love you, okay, still love you. But she was drunk as fuck, and everyone else was just, you know, like vibing, having a good time. So unfortunately we we weren't able to go out because Phyllis was so drunk. Because if we all wanted to go out and we got to the door, the bouncer would have saw that Phyllis was like literally intoxicated as fuck, and they would have been like, fuck no. And then we're gonna just leave her outside? No. So we all decided not to go. You know, we tried to sober her up for a little bit. No, she was too far gone, too far gone. But you have to remember, these people have also been drinking since the boat party, and the boat party was like at 2 p.m. It was like 11 p.m. by the time we all got together. So, you know, it was already like super late. Everyone's been drinking all day, so, you know, people are either tired, lit, or cranky, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up all just like chilling at Janae's house, drinking a little more, smoking up a little bit more. And then for some reason, we all left Janae's house and we went to the park. And so that was towards the end of the night, like after we had dealt with Phyllis, Stacy being crazy, and just all the like drama that pre's come with. So we all went to the park. They were all trying to find a ride home. There was like maybe 6 of them all trying to get back to the dorm. So they were trying to see if they should get like an Uber Excel or if they should get 2 Ubers. And Stacy was like, oh no, I'll get the Uber. But the thing about Stacy is she didn't have service on her phone. She still had like an American phone. So she was asking this guy, I honestly forgot his name. Let's call him Adam. I don't think that's his real name either. Okay, let's just call him Adam. This nigga looked like Drake 100%. Okay, maybe like 92%. He looked like Drake. He had like the Drake vibes going on. Like, he wasn't cute, but he looked like Drake. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. So Adam was like, no. So me and Janae and her friend were with us, and we're like, okay, we're gonna go back to Janae's house. Like, and we're like, okay, deuces, we'll see you on Monday. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good weekend. Hit me up if you want to hang out, type shit. So we left, and they were all like, the 6 of them that lived at the dorms were all figuring a way back home. So we left, you know, we get in Janae's house, and, you know, we like closed the door, obviously, and we started talking about the night and how ridiculous everything was, and like what, you know? And we hear a knock. Like 7 minutes later, we hear a knock on the door, and we're just like, who's that? Who's knocking on the door? Janae gets up to answer it, and it's freaking Phyllis and Stacy. So they walk in, Stacy's being like, like she's like carrying Phyllis. She's like, oh my god, I'm gonna sue him. Do I have jurisdiction here? And we're like,
whose cat is it here? I'm not kidding.
Girl, what's going on? Who are you gonna sue? Like, what's happening? And she's talking about Adam and how Adam didn't give her his phone to order an Uber. And we're like, oh, why would he do that? And she's like making up this whole story. Like, she's like, oh, I don't know, he just didn't want to help me. He just left us here. Like, he's such an asshole. Like, I'm literally gonna sue him. I'm gonna call my dad and I'm gonna sue him. Do I have jurisdiction here? Like, what's the phone number for 911? Like, what's the phone number? And we're all like, you're gonna sue him because he didn't help you? Like, what? Like, we're literally like laughing our asses off because we don't think she's serious. We think that she's just like being funny, you know? Like, we didn't think she was being dead ass serious, and she fucking was. She basically said that he left her in the park, he didn't want to help her, and he just walked away with his phone, and that they were stranded in the middle of the park and she didn't know what to do. But what did make sense to me was that she got back to Janae's house after she said that she didn't know where it was. Like, the park was like 2 minutes from Janae's house, and honestly, I didn't know how to get to Janae's house. I used my maps, but Stacy knew how to get back, and her phone didn't have internet or service. So obviously she was there in the mind. Like, she, you know, she had thoughts, like, it connected. So somehow she found Janae's house, came back and told us this whole ridiculous story, how he just left her there, he wouldn't help, blah 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 blah. And so after all that, I was like, this is a lot. Tonight was a lot. I need to go home. So I went home from Janae's house, you know, rested up. I went back to Richmond later that weekend just to meet up with some people, but, you know, it was chill. And then Monday we went back to school, like for our first day of school. Like, Monday we went back. And so that Monday, it was crazy because everyone was talking about what happened with Stacy, how Adam just left her in the park stranded by herself with Phyllis being drunk. She was distraught, didn't know what to do, devastated, you know, the whole 9 yards. Everyone in my school was talking about it. And the thing about my university was, like, it's really, really small. Like, there was maybe 200 freshmen. Like, there wasn't a lot. So, like, our school was very, very small. It's one building. Like, the dorms and the classes are all in one building. So that Monday, everyone was talking about what happened. Adam comes up to us and he was like, yo, like, what happened on Friday or Thursday or whatever day it was? he's like, what happened? Stacey's going around saying that I just left her there. Like, that's not what happened. Like, she's making me come out as a bad dude. Like, no girls want to talk to me. Like, the guys are kind of giving me the cold shoulder. Like, I'm coming off as a dick and school just started. And we're like, you know, she did tell us this and this happened, but like, we didn't tell nobody or anything. Like, we don't live on campus. Who are we gonna tell? You know, we don't really know nobody but like the people who were there. So he's like, what the fuck's going on? And he basically told us what happened. So he said that at the park while he was trying to get an Uber, his mom called him, and so he picked up the phone, started talking to his mom, and Stacey was yelling at him to give her his phone. And so, and when he didn't, like, he was like, hey, I'm talking to my mom, hold on. She like had a big tantrum and, you know, and started going off on him. And so he just looked at her and was like, fuck you, I'm not gonna help you, and walked away. And so that made more sense to us than him just refusing to help her at all. You know, that whole couple Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, that's what everyone was talking about. Like, she's going around like telling people different stories of what happened, but basically saying that he's a dick and that he left her stranded there. So hi guys, so if you can wait, this make my eye. Okay, never mind. Okay, hi guys, sorry to interrupt, but I'm actually going to be splitting this into two parts. So the first part is basically just kind of a summary of what happened in my first couple days in university, and then the next video is going to be more of like really how I got in trouble. So that's why this video is so short and how it kind of ended really abruptly. So I'm just putting this in there so y'all don't get confused and think like, why did she just end the video? Nah, there's another one coming. It will probably already be uploaded, or I'm uploading it right now. So, you know, stay tuned, watch that video too, because there's more juiciness coming your way. Okay, I know the first video was long, the second one's gonna be a little bit longer, but we're getting there, you know? Didn't want it to be an hour video. I couldn't do that to you guys. Couldn't. So click on the next video, okay guys? I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Why am I like waving? Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what you want to see next.
Not even tripping, it is what it is.